Caroline, welcome back.
Thank you.
Perhaps you could begin by sharing some of the top-line emotions you're feeling right now.
Well, I'm happy, a little tired, and just it was fun to be out there again playing on center court in front of a big crowd, and yeah, I'm just thrilled that I could win my first match in 3.5 years.
Great. Go to questions.
So what is it that you expected and that actually happened, and something that you didn't expect that it actually happened?
I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. You know, you have all these things in your head that this is how you're supposed to be playing and you're supposed to be doing this and that. But to be honest, I had no idea what I was going to come up with when I was out there on court, because I just haven't played a real match in so long. So for me, it was all about just, you know, not getting down on myself if I made a mistake and not get too excited when I hit a good shot. So it was just kind of evening out those emotions. And, you know, I think everything taken into consideration, I'm very happy with how I played today and how I got through. It's not easy to win a match, and it's definitely not easy when you haven't played one in so long.
I would like to know, how did you live your match? Was there any, were you nervous at the beginning of the game, and did you take confidence through the game, or so? How was it?
I think, you know, a little nervous going out there, you know, just you want to have a good start and you want to perform well, but you know, quickly you settle in, and it's like riding a bike basically. You know, you never forget it once you're in there, but at the same time, you know, it is different when you play the important points, or when, you know, you see an opening, you get really excited, and then, you know, you may not hit it as clean, and you're like, you know, I have to start from scratch in the rally. And there's a lot of like those moments in it, but also some moments in the match where I was like, wow, I didn't expect that coming off my racket right now. So, you know, it was just nice to be out there playing, and it was nice competing again.
Caroline, welcome back. Just in terms of just before the match, even 3 years since you've played one, was there anything weird about the prep? Did you forget your wristbands? Did you forget where the stringers were? Like, pack your bag weird? Like, was there anything weird in the prep to the match?
Well, first of all, it was so strange because I went to bed last night and I go, wait, so the kids have to wake up and then we eat breakfast together, and then, wait, how does that fit in with my schedule of, I could sleep in tomorrow, but I also, so that was kind of a different mindset I didn't really think about, I guess, beforehand. And I was like, you know what, I'll wake up half an hour early and have breakfast with them and just have a normal morning. And that was kind of, you know, one where I didn't even think about it, because normally when I practice, you know, I wake up, I have breakfast with them, and then I say, okay, Mama has to go to work, and then I go, you know, for my hours of training, and when they wake up from their nap in the afternoon, I'm back, and we have play dates and do whatever. But yeah, that was a little different this morning. I was just like, wow, wait, I'm not practicing at 9 o'clock. I'm not practicing at 9:30. So yeah, that was fun, but it was also awesome just seeing, you know, their smile, and I tried to explain to Olivia I was going to play a match, and she goes, okay, Mama, I have a wish. I wish you win. I was like, where did she get that from? So that was pretty cool. Just different.
What's the one thing that you miss the most from what you're living right now?
I'm just excited to be back and competing, and I think for me, it's so special having my family here. You know, I think coming back, you know, as a 33-year-old that has played on tour for many years, and doing it with my kids, that now, especially the older one, is starting to really understand and gets to really experience the world in different countries. I think it's so cool. And James is really starting to get personality too, and it's not going to be long before he starts understanding as well. So, I mean, what a start to their life. You know, I think that's just, it's a gift that I can give that to them, and that David can give that to them, and we have time to spend with them as well. So we don't miss them growing up, and I think that's so important for me and for David as well, that we get to be there every step of the way. And at the same time, I get to live this amazing dream of playing on the tour and you know, hopefully playing well.
What's your secret to staying focused with this new routine and everything that you're now juggling?
You know, I think for me, I obviously want to be the best tennis player that I can possibly be, and I've always been great at compartmentalizing. When I'm on court, I'm there 100%. I give it my all. When I'm with my kids, it's because I've done what I need to do on court, and I'm 100% with my kids. I don't have my phone. I don't do anything else. I'm there with them, and it's really worked out great. And I think it gives me such a different perspective just of life, and I just love it. I love being a parent. I love being a mom. It's the greatest gift. So I try and just enjoy every moment because the kids are growing up so fast. It's crazy. I don't understand how James is the same size as Olivia at this point. You know, like it's just all of a sudden I look at them and I go, wow, I'm there every day. But still, it just baffles me at times how quickly they just grow up. So I don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I'd like to know, you had like many long rallies. Did you surprise yourself with your level of fitness?
You know, I think I've always worked really hard on my fitness and tried to stay fit, and I've worked really hard to be in good shape here. But obviously when you play a match, it's just different. You can't replicate that in practice. So I was happy with the way that my body and my fitness kept up today, especially because all of a sudden I felt like it got warm, and the sun came out, and I looked over, and I'm like, I shouldn't be asking for an ice bag at this point, you know. I need to play it a little cool. But I felt like I did well, and I'm happy with that.
It's like riding a bike, but the bike has slightly changed during the last few years. No more line judges. Everything is electronic. You can actually talk to your coach legally. I was wondering, how do you feel about these changes? How do they affect you?
Honestly, the biggest thing that I kept forgetting was the towel. I was just like, I kept thinking I'm going straight to the chair, and then I'm like, oh no, the towel is over here. And then I went back once, and then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to leave them over there, and then I have a towel at the changeover. So that was the thing I kept forgetting. Everything else, I really enjoy the electronic line calling because there's really no questions. So it is what it is. And the coaching, I just went up one time when she went to the bathroom, but otherwise, I don't think he even said much. Just so, I don't know. Ask me in a few more matches.
Speaking of your dad, what was the conversation like when you kind of broached to him, it's gonna need you to come with me and I'm going back?
He was like, you sure? He was like, well, if you're sure, but like, you gotta take it seriously. And I just looked at him, I go, when do I not take stuff seriously when I put my mind to it? And he just looked at me, he goes, yeah, that's a good point. And he goes, okay, well, go work, see how your body keeps up, and then come back to me after that. And he's like, I'll be ready if you really need me. And here we are.
Anything else?
You could play the Wimbledon champion in the next round, Marketa. Just your thoughts on that being your second match back, and just her as a player, and what challenges that might present to you.
Everyone here is playing really well. It's such a big tournament. The cut is really low. So no matter who I was going to play, I knew I was going to be a great player. Marketa has obviously, been on fire, played incredibly well at Wimbledon, got out of some tough situation there along the way, but then really kept her nerves cool in the finals. And obviously a tough opponent, a lefty. It's never easy to play a lefty, the ball going the other way. But you know what? I have nothing to lose. I'm going to go out there and have fun regardless and see what happens.
Okay, good. Last question.
The tournament made something special for your entry on a central court. How special did you feel about this? Because it was Sweet Caroline.
I felt the love. I felt like the fans as well really were for me, and I had a blast out there, and it was really nice to be back out on a court where I have amazing memories from the past.
Right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.